Hello, Americans. Welcome to Fixing America. All across the country, states are going after welfare fraudsters and abusers who steal from taxpayers by playing the system. Finally, we are seeing an upsurge in measures to prevent misuse of benefits, at least on the state level. Americans are tired of working hard to subsidize people who have no interest in getting a job. The state of Mississippi Senate just passed a bill that would allow for drug testing of welfare recipients. In Florida, a new bill would send welfare fraudsters to prison for their abuse of taxpayer dollars. And Louisiana is now taking steps to prevent abuse of benefits. After a news report came out that detailed how a local lingerie store was advertising that it accepted cash assistance benefits as payment, the state quickly issued a new regulation excluding things like tattoo parlors, jewelry stores, and lingerie stores from welfare. Yes, this is just some of what welfare payments go for, not to mention cigarettes, liquor, and drugs. Few people would argue that there is a need for welfare to help the less fortunate among us, but the system is also full of abuse, with welfare paying better than entry-level jobs in some states. Welfare fraud and abuse may not be the biggest problem in our country, but this is a real problem. There is a need to reform our nation's welfare system. Something must be done to cut down on this waste of taxpayer money. Reform should also be done on the state level, like the states mentioned earlier have done. States know best how to confront the particular problems they face better than the federal government. And the private sector, as in other things, can do it even better. So many welfare programs just duplicate benefits that the poor receive from organizations like the Salvation Army, Catholic Charities, and so many more. These private sources help the needy become self-sufficient while finding them shelter and feeding them. That is unlike government welfare, which tends to keep the poor in poverty by allowing abuse and not making work a requirement for help. In an earlier blog, we talked about Paul Ryan's study on poverty, which found that so many on our welfare rolls do not ever even think about the possibility of working. Welfare programs feed them and keep a roof over their heads, and that's good enough for them. They're happy to live off taxpayer money. It's time to crack down on welfare abuse and then slowly get the federal and state governments out of the welfare business and let the private sector do another thing that they do best. God bless America.